The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just do it.
Can you take the shrimp off the counter?
With the football again, you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Yeah, I might have seen the picture. It looked lighter though. Yeah, it's like a real light pink. I sent it to you.
In need of only about the length of the football here on
second down. I sent it. It's like a true light pink.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Here's second and 10. The shotgun to give to Jones, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8, and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And 6 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. To throw again is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. He can run. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Washington.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 16.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to take this down close to a first down. 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled
on the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly.
Oh, you bum!
Take anything positive at this point. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
First down, Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. Touchdown, Washington. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes this Washington 28, Browns 12. Daniel.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now a first down carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Jackson on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
Austin Eckler.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Washington first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 12. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. James has got it, complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting.
You had a hell of a game, son.
The situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. Being so bummy and being so hungry, I hate to eat grits. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it?
Select the team you want to join.
Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it?
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had two necks, I got homies that can sleep without two, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
Irresponsible without your money on me. Thought he had a plan, we could flames plan.
Most likely you have seen the matchup between Tony and Jay Watch. Gallo started back in the back in 17 and beat Julian Newman.
Spin the block around just like the hair in the clock. When I'm doing numbers, all the mad that I'm jumping the bus, so they threw me under. But they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning, you go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I can beat it with me. Not you, I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing. Not you, I hate to think about me and myself. Top two, I blow away the competition like a ball of hot suit. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag, and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, but dash. Take a pick toward the mall, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'm for that cash to my money.
They ended up matching up against each other a year later. And you could just tell he made some improvements in his game. He was taller than he was before, and he was a little bit faster. Julian Newman didn't dominate him, but he still he was just knocking down more shots than him.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, no, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. You like the golden boy, but in front of base, you can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay, but wait, you get on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled invasive. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, cause you're forcing nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LID. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
You're gonna want to hear this. If you own a business, you need next insurance. Type your business, select your plan,
You know
pay
the ones that in their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama. Put some runners in the shoes. Stop it in the seat and bullet.
niggas be like,
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got 1,000
like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly the mama to the moon. She asked me what's my lifestyle. Told her send me my shot to the sky. So many khakis I cried. Shout out to my teachers and my friends.
Can't even Kroger's teaching small traders, life giving personal traders, cleaners, general contractors. All of these small businesses trust next to you.
They've been searching for that thing to get them higher.
We've got a packed J-Sheds video today. First, we're going to talk about the viral 4'5" running back, and what happened to him. Then we're going to talk about the shortest player ever played both college football and the NFL, including one that is currently playing for the NFL in Chapel. So first and foremost, a lot of you have never even heard the story of that great at 1.15 pounds, 1 7 years ago now. So let's take one team with a great a school that has produced numerous NFL players, including running back who graduated the year prior, who eventually ended up going in the first round of the NFL draft. His name was Sony Michel. He measured in 5'11" and 205 pounds. But in 2015, a new senior running back was set to steal the spotlight. 4'5", 95-pound Adam Reed. And if you were to listen to him speak, then you would realize he mounted the lines. Told the Miami Herald, "I'm a little undersized, but it's whatever. I don't let my size stop me from anything." Reed's high school coach Mike Brumley I discovered him that summer in Waco. He showed me how hard he works. And so it's been a 10-year opportunity he gives me 12. He makes me giant. Now, you watch Reed in these highlights, you will see he's actually got some good speed, even on a championship caliber Division I producing school. And yes, he did get in gains as a rusher, blocker, and pass catcher. Even at that size, he was newly edge ball. I mean, it's
just such a sight to see someone like half the size of everyone around him just out there competing. Sometimes he looked a little Aaron's Pro-esque going sideways and then miss. Honestly, it's really no wonder why we were rival in the first place. But not much is known about what happened to him after his senior year of high school. I tried reaching out to him with some questions for this video, but didn't manage to get a response. Here's what we do know. He studied business at community college near his high school, Lauderdale, and it doesn't have a football team. So it appears to reach today's back on the road. But even if his playing career is over, it sounds like he'll be welcome back as a coach. Ralph said, I would love to have him on my coaching staff. Hey, who better to coach and teach someone to never give up than someone who's been doing it his whole life? Ralph is now an assistant at Miami, but I'm sure for Reed, after getting praise for his attitude and intellect all his high school career, it wouldn't be tough for him to get.
One of the most common combos that people do when they're taking Test or Lex is that they start stacking it with red.
They don't know my name, I go through the pain, tasty on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I go through the pain, tasty on my face like it's lemonade. They say sorry and let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised for the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, the asylum. Was a fateful mistake, cause the timing up. Yeah, parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want to my head, then call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Do you take from the rich and the poor and us? Wearing diamond shoes while you walk your pugs in a town we create where there ain't no love. I get out from the circle to a teacher, drink up inside, look when it beat us. Trees trust in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on in the front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws on the tracks and my thoughts still rising. What type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quench in my inner rage when it takes in the stage when we put it pouring on my grave. Minute let it set my soul ablaze on it each and every way. Put me in the water for the stage. I really don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasty on my face like it's lemonade. Tiny on the chains. I got through the pain. Tasty on my face like it's lemonade. I really don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasty on my face like it's lemonade. Tiny on the chains. I got through the pain. Tasty on my face like it's lemonade.
Hey, man. Yeah. Nah, not today. He supposed to be coming tomorrow. Fine tomorrow. Nah, he wasn't supposed to show today, nah.
Prime time over grind game over time's up.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
Ain't really no
And I have it ready by
Either
Monday.
you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. But you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take it down like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't settled for defeat. 40 autos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like what it up.
Yeah, I could have a meet me there.
Contrary to belief. Loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back.
Hey, yeah, it's best I get the covers too, huh?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Show you guys my projects and my success. I'm not afraid to show you guys my projects and my failures. So,
yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo.
like Apple Olive right now.
Bozo.
And
really?
Also, if you look closely, it's got a massive.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins in the world still spinning. I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he's folding again and again. I'm in the ride, I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the ride, you in the way. Either you rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Yeah, so, again, I'm always making sure my progress and my success on my projects, but I'm also not afraid to show you guys my failures on my projects. So, because of it. And, I mean, even, I'm pretty sure this happened to other snake people out there that are trying to get snakes, but,
bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a pastor way. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, I know when I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear a flat gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Hey, shots fired, shots fired.
This is second nature, all is automatic.
That's fire right there. What you got on that fire?
understand you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin move, is on, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watch me ball, soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave an outline when I hear it. Step on, spin my name, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring down the bed, doing the deals and working the rules, you're driving that. You knew what it be, playing this for the key. Let them make out with the feet, I came with the feet. Third cold with a token to beat. He ain't got me with the game now. We down with the game now. We in here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip with a skill, with the high to the field, ain't nothing just a year. Step on, spin the move, is on, off the sideline, touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. I feel the way my heart all on my shit. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. You can have bubble, but competition
a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones, they do. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, it seems still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts, competition now for the mouth. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama out. Coming straight out the south, got with no juice to eat the drought.
Two-superstar black athletes actually named Steve Nash the next head coach. If anything, in 2020, that's a black coach. Stephen A. Smith goes up first, like I said, in this legend.
That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. They gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag.